very nice warm reception and welcome to Owensboro, Kentucky in the Pro Tour Championship. We're talking some serious pool here, 9-ball championship play. I'm Tom Kelly. Handsome gentleman to my right is Buddy Hall, the rifleman. And man over here is Owensboro's pride and joy, favorite son, Nick Varner. We welcome you to this event on the Pro Billiards Tour. I said serious pool, Buddy Hall, 9-ball championship play. Let's talk a little bit about Johnny Archer, one of the contestants in the semifinal thing. He's gotten more TV time than Jay Leno, but he hasn't won anything this year.
Right. Every time we've looked up, Johnny's been in the Final Four.
It
looks
that
like I know he's overdue. He is past due. I'm looking for Johnny to maybe break through, and this might be his tournament.
Well, he's one of the few players. In fact, he might be the only player undefeated in the competition so far, Nick. Incidentally, you had an interesting run here trying to win this championship. You ran into a couple of guys with hot sticks.
Yeah, one of them was Johnny Archer.
Tell me about Kim Davenport, who's defending his title here.
Well, Kim, he really seems to love Owensboro. He won the Pro Tour Championship here last year, and I don't think he's going to give up this title very easy.
Indeed, he told me that he intends to win it. In fact, he says he's doing everything this week just like he did a year ago, and he figures he's a lock to win the title, but he's got to get by Johnny before he can get to the final match. Gentlemen, we look forward to your comments on the telecast. Thank you for being with us, and we'll be back to get things started. Our first semifinal match will get underway in just a bit. All right, we've got Johnny Archer against Kim Davenport. Archer's undefeated in the tournament so far, and Davenport is the defending champion in the Pro Tour 9-ball title here. The most important shot in the game, the lag, to see who gets that first break. Down at one end and back at the other with the cue ball to see who can place it as close to the rail as possible. And I think Davenport's got the break, Buddy. And
how about that lag,
Nick?
Buddy? He almost froze it.
Poor, didn't he? Didn't he? All right, let's check the rules that govern this competition. As we saw, they lag for the break. Balls are shot in numerical order. Ball in hand on all fouls. Push-out option after the break. And the 3 consecutive fouls will be the loss of the rack. A player who pockets 9-ball wins the rack, and the race is to 11, meaning the player that gets to 11 games or racks first is the winner, and we'll move on to the finals. So here's Davenport now. Nick, tell me about him. He looks like a very strong player, handsome young guy.
Yeah, he won this tournament last year, and he doesn't look like he's going to give this title up too easy this year. And I watched his last match last night, and he was really breaking his balls good, which is a real big key for winning these tournaments. That first shot sets you up to win or lose the game usually.
I think he got a couple of balls on that break, Buddy.
Looks like he's looking to either run into the 6 or the 9 and kind of stop Buddy and have the 5 straight in the corner.
He actually played the 9. Now he's gonna be playing a combination after this shot. He'll play the 5 in.
You mean he tried to make the 9, did he?
Right.
I think he did.
He'll play the 5 in, just trying to bring the cue ball out to this area right here for position on the 6-9 combination.
Tell you what, that combination, he's got to cut that 6 a lot. Not quite as good as he'd like, but...
He's eyeing it pretty seriously, gentlemen, like he figures he can do it.
Yeah, I watched him play all week, and he has been playing with intensity that he doesn't plan on giving up his title without a fight.
No, he's not going to come along easy.
There it is. Beautifully done. So he made short work of that opening rack, getting 3 balls on the break, and he comes back and runs off 2 more and then plays a combination, gets the 9, and he's up 1-0.
Game 1, leads the match 1 game to 0.
I was really kidding on the square when I said he's done everything this week that he did a year ago, Nick and Buddy, and I don't know if he's wearing the same lucky socks or any of that stuff. Guys do get superstitious, you know, and end up doing
You don't realize just how accurate you really... Well, maybe you do realize just how accurate he lost his 4th round last year. He lost his 4th round this year. So if he goes on to win the tournament, it'll be like a carbon copy. The only difference is he'll be playing someone else in the finals.
He's got at least 1 ball.
He got the 6 ball
down in the corner. How's the table look to him, gentlemen?
Well, he doesn't. He seems to be behind the 9 ball where he can't hit the 1, so I look for him to push out here.
Buddy, what...
Yeah, he is. Here's the 9 ball. this is the one. He doesn't have a clear path at the one. So what he's going to have to do, he's going to have to figure out a place to roll the cue ball to. If it were me, I would roll the cue ball to this area right here so I could play safe. He's going to play just the opposite.
Now, this is what we call a push-out, gentlemen.
Right.
To play it
This
safe.
is a legal push out. Mr. Archer has the option.
Well,
After the break. Now, to continue this thought, Johnny can play this shot, or he can force Kim to go back and play it. Is that correct?
Yes, he can. He has the option.
Does he have a shot?
Yes, he does
Yeah, he
have a
can-
shot.
He can play that one in the corner, and depending on what that 4 ball does, it may kiss him right down table for the 2. It's froze on the end rail.
And it did that. Beautifully done.
That's one thing I would never do with Johnny Archer. I would never push Johnny out where he could shoot. I would always push him out to a position where he had to play safe. He's just too strong offensively.
You mean it's tough
push
to put
out
him in a
shoot.
place where he can't find a shot, huh? Or a
Right.
way to hit the ball. Huh?
It's tough to put him in a spot where he can't make the ball. If you give him a pocket to shoot at, he's a dangerous man.
It looks like he has the table pretty well set up to my untrained eye, but how does it look to you experts?
Well, it looks pretty good to me. I think he's comfortable with the way the balls are laying. He made a good shot on that opening 1 ball. The position was beautiful on the 2, wasn't
Yes.
it? The way the cue ball floated down on the 2.
And he has the 9 ball right in the middle of the table, which I think would leave him all kinds of opportunities to position that cue ball should he run it right down to that.
Right here is an important speed control shot right here. He needs to get a good angle on the 7 because the 8's down here but the 9, so that shouldn't, and his speed's just perfect.
But this is really not a tough shot for a man of his skills, playing at this level. And it looks like we're going to be tied at 1 here, gentlemen. Huh?
Right. They just pull it back a little bit. They pull it to this area right in here to play the 9 in the corner. It's a pretty basic shot.
There it is. There you are. So, after Davenport had the break and made a ball, why he played a push-out, played it safe, and Archer ran the table. We'll be back.
It's going to be interesting to see. Kim made balls on the break both times. It's going to be interesting here to see Tom and Buddy how Johnny's first break turns out.
In this semifinal, as you said, tied 1-1. He's got 1 ball in. Cue ball a long way from the 1 ball.
Here's the 1. This is the 2. His only problem is, here's the cue ball. He has to be able to pocket the 1 in here, avoid this ball, and play position on this ball.
All the while getting it off the rail. I don't think that's too
This is
easy.
a very hard shot.
And a lot of green.
Oh, he hit it perfect.
Yes,
Boy,
he
he
did.
hit that.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
It was a great shot there.
Johnny definitely come to play.
Well, he hasn't lost a match this whole week in the tournament. And I was kidding him. He said, every time I turn up on television, they can't win anything. Very personable young kid. Born in Twin City, Georgia, and lives now in Raleigh, North Carolina. Nothing against Georgia. He said he just moved over because the golf courses are better and there's more of them. Ready for that? Nick, is this table set up at all for him? How do you like it?
Yeah, he's got to be a little careful with this 4-5-6. That 6 ball, he may bump it in play position on the 5 here.
He did that indeed.
Just got to be careful here. Did he get a shot, Buddy, you think?
I think so.
He's got a shot.
Yeah.
He can play the ball in and play position on the... He looks like he has no problem
No.
at all. He can come straight down table and back up for position.
6 ball in the corner and the 7's up at the other end. And yep, gets it out there far enough. That's beautiful. Then he's got the 8 and the 9. So far in the breaks, why the 9 ball has been very available, right? Almost in the middle of the table there.
Yeah, it's not moving much from where it is
No.
when the balls are racked. It's
No.
not moving around too much.
It hasn't been hiding. And Johnny Archer is about to run this rack and take a 2-1 lead. I was kidding him about that shirt. I asked him if the guy who sold it to him was named Joseph. Johnny Archer runs the table, breaks and runs the rack, and he leads 2 games to 1. Both these are very nice young men, I might add. Very personable kids. And
Yeah, they're great assets to the
Yeah,
Pro Billiards
they really
Tour,
are,
both
yeah.
guys.
yeah, very pleasant, very articulate. Kim Davenport's wife, lovely, beautiful girl, sitting over there watching him. Probably as nervous as wives get, things like this.
That's almost like the electric chair.
I guess it is indeed, yeah. 2-1 now. Archer leads, and he breaking. First to 11. Advances to the finals from this semifinal.
Boy, look how good he hit that break. That cue ball's right in the center of the table.
Boy. Made 3 balls too, didn't he?
Here's the 1 ball. He has to play position on the 3 ball, which is right here. I think he'll just hit the rail, come back in this line for position on the 3. You got to hit it soft.
Just as you indicated, Buddy Hall. Yeah. And again, boy, they're breaking him beautifully. Davenport managed to make a ball when he broke it on the second rack, but that push-out played safe, only to have Archer running on him.
I think if Kim had it to do all over again, he'd like to look at that push-out shot again, huh, buddy?
Yes, you never push out to let Johnny shoot. This is the 3rd rack since then, since that push out.
Yeah, and he looks as though he's going to run the table again and make it 3-1 in the run for 11. I tell you, I don't know, unless, you were just hung up somewhere, where you'd give a guy that you're playing of this ability and caliber a chance to run the table on you. And I don't think he could do the same thing to Kim either.
I know guys like me, myself, even a lot of the players like Rimpey and all those guys, they never push out to an offensive shot. They always push out to play safe. You don't let a world champion shoot.
Indeed, we've had 4 racks, and the score is now 3-1. Archer leads Davenport.
I don't mind. I like to.
We'll be back with more after we pause for this message. Archer leads 3-1 in the race to 11, and Archer, after watching Davenport win the opening rack and run the balls, got a break in the second rack and has won 3 in a row. And if he has his way, the undefeated Archer will keep Davenport sitting in that chair for the rest of the program. He's not going to be able to do it here.
He came up dry that time.
He did indeed, and that's kind of a rarity. Well, I say rarity because we've seen 2 and as many as 3 balls made on the breaks. Yeah,
Okay.
buddy, what's up here?
He has the 2 ball right here. The only pockets that you can play the 2 in are here and here. The 1 ball is located right here. He has to figure out a way to come back up table for position on the 2. This could be real touchy.
You see the referee, Scott Smith, very, very close, looking in to make sure that the cue in Davenport's hand did not touch that 8 ball at the far end of the table.
He's found a tough position here to pocket the 2 and then play position on the 3.
He's just going to have to try to cut it in. I believe he'll try to cut the 2 in this pocket and run into this ball here. The 3 is located right here. So no, he's playing safe behind
Yes,
the
he
4.
is. Well, it's not all that safe, is it, gentlemen?
Pretty safe. It's pretty safe.
Yeah, he'll have to make a strong shot here on the 2.
Here's the 2 ball. About the only pocket he has is right here. The 3 ball is laying here, so he's going to have to pace this ball. If he shoots at it, the cue ball is going to just float gradually down this way toward the 6 ball, which is right here. If he can bump the 6, then he could have a shot on the 3. This is a hard shot to pocket.
Now, for those of you looking in, you understand how this game is played. Buddy Hall was not only thinking about making the 2 ball, but about where he's going to put the cue ball in relationship to the 3, and what happens if he doesn't make the 2, leaving the table wide open. Has he done that?
He's left a hard shot. I don't know if Kim can. I don't believe this shot is available to him. He may bank the ball across the corner. He really doesn't have much to go with here. It's kind of, this is like a preference shot, just whatever you prefer to do. He may play safe.
He's trailing 3-1 in the race to 11. He's got to do something good. He can't afford a mistake. Banked it across, has it. Looks like he's got pretty good position on the 3-ball, does he not?
He has an angle to bank this ball cross. We are in.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, I talk about it. You think I could make one of those shots? Give me a break, guys. I'd probably have the wrong end of the stick.
Well, see, we're in Kentucky, and they say that if you live in Kentucky, that you automatically play bank pool. Pool players went across this state years ago. They could play all the 9-ball they wanted to, but they could all play banks more than they wanted to.
Would the man from Owensboro like equal time on that? Nick, you want to say something?
I tell you what, after Kim made those 2 bank shots, buddy, I'm starting to think, is this guy really from Kentucky instead of California?
He might be. He's trailing 3 games to 1. He can't afford a mistake, but the table appears to be in pretty good shape for him. 6-ball in the corner, 7 and 8. And again, that 9-ball is right out in the middle of the table.
Well, Johnny's playing great, but Kim has already made the statement, I'm not going to come along easy.
No.
If you want my title, you have to come and take it.
He's already lining up after making the 7, which he plans to do now, position on the 8. Done that beautifully. Well, I don't know. Maybe I spoke too soon.
Tell you what, he felt kind of funny here. He's got a choice here. Looks like he may have to go to this pocket, maybe over here by the 9.
He landed inside here. This ball, he can either play here or down in the corner. He has to be careful. He'll probably come to the rail and back out for position on the 9. This is a hard shot.
And the trouble is that if he misses it, why that cue ball, the 8-ball and the 9-ball are going to be sitting there for Johnny Archer. He's got to make this. And he did. Beautifully done.
That's a nice shot.
I think that was a good shot. Boy. Considering, how close he might have been to being down 4-1.
Yeah, he needs this game. This is an important game for him.
And he gets it. So Davenport, the defending champion, narrows the gap. He now trails 3 games to 2. It didn't come easy in that 5th game, but he was equal to the task. Very fine play on the 8-ball. All right, Archer leads 4 games to 2, and Archer with the break. I'm Tom Kelly with Buddy Hall and Nick Varner, and we're talking about some of the strategy that's been employed and some of the breaks that have come or not come for these 2 guys. After Davenport ran the opening break and then got the 2nd break and made a ball, he had a little push out, and since that time on, it's been an uphill fight for him, gentlemen. He lost the 3 in a row, and he really was a victim of a bad break here a moment ago. This is Davenport now.
This, I think, in the match is a critical game for Kim. He must try to win this game so that Johnny doesn't get too far out in front.
4 games to 2. It's the race to 11. Davenport, whom you're looking at now, is the defending champion in this Pro Tour Championship.
He's landed really in a pretty decent spot here. He just come 2 rails out and play the 3 in the opposite corner. Oh, he's going all the way over and playing in the opposite corner. That's okay, too.
Can he make the 9? He won't try to make the 9-ball, will he?
His speed was sure great there.
But he's looking a ball ahead, is he not?
Yeah,
that 9-ball, he could make the 9-ball with the next one, couldn't he?
Right, that's exactly right, Tom. He's thinking about playing position. If he lands a certain way, he'll play it. If he lands just a little off angle, then he'll go ahead and play the 4. I believe he'll play the 4 from where he landed. Maybe not.
Can he get it past the 9 without any problem? There's a lot of room.
Yeah, I believe it'll go in. He doesn't have a whole pocket, but...
Well, would you gamble and try to make the 9? Is this that tough a shot, guys?
Well, I personally think that about the only way you can lose this game is to play the 9. If you shoot at the 9 and miss it.
Well, that 8's kind of laying in a precarious position there, buddy.
I think
blocked by the 9.
I think he's trying to make the 9. Am I wrong? Maybe I am. No.
He's definitely playing the 9, but that's, like I said, that's about the only way he can lose that game. See, the 7 is down table. He could have played position on the 8 from the 7 where he's at. I don't believe that would have been a problem.
I still think that 9-ball could have been made had he hit that shot a little bit better, gentlemen.
Oh, yeah.
And now look where it sits, and it's very inviting as Archer looks it over now. Archer leads 4 games to 2.
Johnny's going to try to play the 4 into the 4 with the cue ball and draw it over into the 9 ball straight along the end rail.
Run it right down the rail, huh?
Yeah.
Scott Smith watching his cue in relationship to the other balls on the table. He did just that and made it. And he makes the 4 at the other end. Now that's a beautiful pool shot. Is that a beautiful shot, gentlemen? Huh?
Yes, it was.
That really is a great shot. And of course, I don't know about what he was interested in making that 4. As long as he hit it and that 9 ball went in, that's what he was after. And he got them both. He takes a lead of 5-2. And Davenport, the defending champion, is going to have to play some serious 9 ball here now and not make any more mistakes. He took a calculated gamble a moment ago trying to make that 9 ball and a combination of the other ball and came up empty. And here is Johnny Archer, who is undefeated this week, battling in this semifinal match, hoping to make it to the championship of the Pro Tour. He's got 1 ball. Look out for the 9. Look out. Oh. Look where that puppy is, huh?
Going to be a short game. It looks...
That's hanging there, isn't it, Nick?
Yeah, it sure is. And he's got a real good shot on the 1 where he can bounce off the side rail and then play the 2 into the 8 or 9 and make the 9 ball in a combination X. It'll be a short game.
He's up 5-2.
No, this one's over. He just played a 2-9 combination.
Johnny will be happy to hear that, fellas. No problem at all here. You're right. It is over. 6-2, and Johnny Archer's rolling along, and Kim Davenport is really going to have to get his A game out if he can get to the table. And there's another look at it. The 2 ball into the 8, and the 9 hanging on the edge goes in, and it's now 6-2 as Archer has taken a commanding lead. We'll be back with more right after this. So Archer leads 6-2 in the race to 11. We're watching semifinal competition in the Pro Tour Championship, 9-ball competition. Archer on a roll, and Davenport sits and watches and hopes and waits. See if he can't get a chance.
There it goes. 9 ball on the break.
Well, when you're hot, you're hot. That is now 7-2. And there's nothing Kim Davenport can do about that except sit and look.
Yeah, he's just hoping that he can get back to the table soon, very soon.
I believe he wish he had that combination to shoot over again.
Well, at least maybe have shot it a bit better.
Cost him 3 games so far, buddy.
Yep. The push-out cost him 3 games, and that cost him 3 games, and he's down 7-2.
Yep.
See, that's the thing about Johnny Archer. He's such a deadly player. I mean, his offense is so great that when you give him opportunities, he makes you pay the price.
Amen. He's got 2 balls off the break already.
Well, he has a position here. This is the 3 ball right here. The 1 ball is right here. He's going to have to come around 1, 2, and come down this line to play the 3 in here. He's following the path. Everything is pretty much out there now.
Yeah.
Play the 3 in, come back up, play the 4 in here. He just got to make sure that he has an angle to get position on the 5.
Got to go a little bit up and down here.
Yeah, he'll just stay just a little low.
He'll put the 4 in the corner and draw it back for the 5, or will he? Huh?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Draw it straight back for the 5.
Mm-hmm. Nice. 5 in the corner. No problem getting position for the 6 either, is it? Huh?
No, he got a perfect angle.
Yeah.
He'll just go to the side rail and back out to the center of the table.
He's going to end up with the 8 and the 9 at different ends of the table, but the 9 ball is sitting right out in the open. Should not be a problem.
He's underhit it. This is a touchy shot here now.
Well, how does he make that in the side and does he get the ball all the way back for the 8 ball?
Yeah, I can show you here. I believe he'll play the one, and he'll either come 1 rail out or 2 rails out. 1 rail out. He
Well,
goes straight in again. This is the worst spot he can be.
Rail on rail, is that it?
I would shoot it in, draw the cue ball out of there. He's trying to hammer it, I guess. Yep.
It's pretty good, really.
But if he could do that, he could draw it.
Yeah.
If he could do that, he could draw it.
Lots of green, but for a kid who can play as good as this guy's playing today, why, that shouldn't be a problem. He figures to go up 8 games to 2.
Now, when you're in your middle 20s, Tom, there are no such thing as
Are you
long
kidding?
shots.
Oh, man. 8 games to 2. I knew most guys in their 20s, the only thing they were afraid of was a full night's sleep and a half-empty glass. That's. We'll be back with more of the semifinal competition. Archer with a commanding 8-2 lead. Johnny Archer, who hasn't lost a match throughout this competition, is 8-2 in games advantage over Kim Davenport in the semifinal competition. Winner moves on to the championship, and Archer, who has been a bridesmaid so much this year, always seems to be on our televised shows and never wins the title. Very close to moving into the championship. First 1 to 11. He keeps doing wonderful things on the break, and the table has been set up beautifully for him. Davenport perhaps has made a mistake or 2 along the way, and because of it, why, he's found himself in big trouble.
And Johnny's penalized him big for... He's
These
only made a couple
statistics tell the
mistakes.
story, do they? Huh? Balls pocketed, 48-23. Balls missed, 1 each. Scratches on the break, neither one. Kicking errors. Tell me about that.
Well, that's that 2 ball that Johnny missed earlier and give Kim ball in hand.
And there's a safety played by Archer. And now Davenport, after the break, has the option of saying, go ahead and play this, Johnny, or I'll play it. Is that correct, gentlemen?
No, he played safe there.
He played
so
safe. Wasn't
Kim
a push
has
out.
to take the
I see.
table.
All right, so Kim has to play it now. And Kim sat over there waiting to get an opportunity, but I don't think he wanted this opportunity, did he, buddy?
No, he doesn't have anything here. All he can do is hit this side of the 1. I don't see anything there. Maybe luck the 1 in.
Oh.
He hit it really well, I'll tell
Yes,
you.
he did. Almost well enough, I would think, that he deserved the
That
chance
was
for
a
it to
great
go.
shot there.
Yes, beautiful. It could have gone, but it left him a nice shot of the 2 and everything else, and the 9 down here in the corner. Who knows what would have happened. He has been a bit unlucky, but he has made a couple of plays that my 2 experts, Nick Varner and Buddy Hall, didn't quite go along with. A little combination on the 9 ball and a push out after he won the first break, and had a ball pocketed on the second.
Looks like Johnny's going to try to curve the cue ball right around the 8 here.
This is really touchy.
You know, had he hit that on his way down, he'd have made that 1 ball, wouldn't he?
Yeah, I probably would have.
Yeah.
Yes.
Caught it coming off the rail back to make it a good hit, but that's how close that's how good these guys are, that he was just that close to making that 1 ball.
Well, I know Kim's got to be sighing a breath of fresh air. This is his first good shot for a while, buddy.
He had better take advantage of it, too, gentlemen, and run this table. Well. I think Kim feels as though somebody just threw him in the Ohio River. You know, that pocket has not been friendly to him.
No, it hasn't.
You know
As a
that?
matter of fact,
yeah,
it hasn't.
But I can't quite believe he missed that shot. It's totally unlike him.
Well, he just took it for granted. And you can do that when you're
Oh, yeah.
behind and you're thinking
Yeah.
ahead. Well, it looks like I've got a chance to run out. He gets to looking at the 2 more
That's
than he
right.
does the 1.
Yeah.
It happens. He's got to avoid the 7 here. As long as he stays away from the 7, he'll be all right.
Archer leads 8 games to 2 in the run to 11, and it's difficult to See how Davenport, the defending champion, can get up off the chair and up off the floor, so to speak, to get back into this match. Archer has been just about picture perfect. His table's all set up, 6 in the corner, staying up there for the 7, 8 and the 9. 9's just hanging in the corner of the pocket, waiting to go in. He's playing well, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Yes, yeah, he's playing good.
Eight ball. What does he take the cue ball off the rail and bring it back across now for the 9 ball, buddy?
Right, he'll try to come in here and back across table. I don't know if he can get that far over. Or he may follow it 2 rails. He may just go with a high cue ball, come 2 rails out of the corner. I think that's what he's doing.
There you are.
Just
That'll
like
bring
that.
it back up. The knowledgeable pool fans in the audience applaud his effort. Looking to go up, and he does. Well, it's 9-2. Gentlemen, I don't think you'd give Kim Davenport much of an opportunity here or a chance to pull this one out. Of course, once you get off that chair, if you get a hot hand, well, you can run a lot of racks, but not easy. Not easy.
He's really buried right now. I mean, he's maybe to the point of no return. And I have seen it. I have seen people come back from here, but they're not running in herds when you get to this caliber of player here.
Well, Archer's got to feel as though he's got everything going his way, and why not? He leads 9-2, and he's done so well with the break. He's did it again. Look out, scratched. Well.
Foul. Scratching the break
Kim's
is
going to
going
make
in
his
and
move. He has to do it now.
Well, you know, I think we said that, Nick Varner, a moment ago, and he missed, what was it, the little 1 ball down here in the corner he missed? And there's a,
Yeah, the last game he missed the 1, and
There, he's got the ball in hand. He's got the 1 ball up in the corner, buddy. And then, any problems that you see for the rest of the
I can't see any problem. He's just got to make sure he gets back past the 5.
Yes, let's make sure he gets the first one in, and we start from there, huh?
Right.
What is it the old Chinaman said? The longest journey starts with that first step? Huh?
You know, when you're way behind, this is really a hard shot here because you have a certain area. I'll illustrate it here. You have a certain area that you have to come in. If you come back past that, you're dead. And you have a tendency not to hit it hard enough because you don't want to overhit it. It's really, he made a nice shot.
Now he's got the 3 ball in the corner. Davenport trying to get up off the floor. Oh, made the 9-2. Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot. Nice reaction from him, too. He's a tough competitor, this kid. What a nice combination he played there. Did you have any thought about the 9 ball? I didn't as we look at it again. Look at how he did that, huh?
I guess he got too flat on the ball where he couldn't come above a side, huh? Is that what?
Right. Actually, what he was trying to do was maybe hit the end rail with the cue ball, and the 9's a bonus. The 9 is just happens to be laying there. If he missed the 9, hit the end rail, he would hit the side rail and go back up table for position on the 4.
Beautifully done. Beautifully done. Davenport's up off the chair. We'll see if he can stay off the chair now and get back into this match.
Yeah, he
He's
does have
happy
to
he
stay
won a
off.
game.
That's right. That's right.
He definitely has to stay off the chair. That's
right.
one of the.
Let's see if he can stay off that chair. His beautiful wife up there in the gallery, too. When he made that shot, he looked at her and, give it that, one of those.
Boy, he's breaking apart, too.
He's got balls are falling everywhere.
No shot on the 2.
Isn't that great, huh? Isn't that great?
Well, what a great break not to end up with a shot, huh?
Well, he has a shot, but he doesn't have an offensive shot. I believe he's going to play safe.
These are the people he defeated, and I see the name of the rifleman down there, Buddy Hall.
Yeah.
I tell you what I like here. I like doing something different since you're behind. I like going to the end rail toward these counters and just kick that 2 in. It's laying almost perfect distance off the rail. I'm afraid when he plays safe that he's liable to leave Johnny where he can snooker him on the next shot.
Well, he's going to try to land behind these 2 balls right there. This is the spot he wants to get in. He'll try to come to the side, end, back over.
And, Nick, you would play it down here, would you, and back up?
Well, unless I can come underneath that 7-8, but I didn't think he could do that. But this,
Look. Oh, beautifully
interesting
played. Beautifully played. Boy, that is something.
I like that. I like that offensive style because you're behind and you got to make something happen. You know, if you play it safe where you allow him to snooker, you've just wasted the game.
That's right.
Yeah, he has a lot more nerve than I do. I would have never shot at that ball.
He busted those up nicely.
Oh, he's coming down. He needs the right kiss here.
Yeah,
Oh, he got it.
Got it, too. Well, he's made his own luck so far in this game. See if he can continue in that vein. He's down big time, 9-3 in the race to 11.
In fact, he might be a little thin on this ball, maybe. He's having trouble stopping the cue ball in time for the 7 without going all the way up to the other end rail.
That's that same lousy pocket that he hasn't liked. Well, it took care of the ball this time.
He's taking a little closer aim at it.
He's had some troubles down there in that left-hand corner at once.
You got to be worried about the side pocket on this shot here. He's drawing it one rail across. Yeah, he got above it.
That's beautifully played. Boy, that is pool wizardry. That is gorgeous. You talk about make that cue ball talk. That thing got up and sang. Beautifully done. Well, all right. Davenport is back as he runs off 2 racks now, narrows the lead, but out in front, why, Archer still has a commanding 9-4 advantage in semifinal competition, and we'll be back right after this timeout. So the action continues from Owensboro, Kentucky. We're at the Ramada Inn. This is the Pro Tour Championship semifinal competition. Kim Davenport trailing 9-4 in the race to 11, needs a big break here to continue his comeback.
He's got a shot.
Boy, you know, is this a strange game or not? You know, that cue ball was almost a scratch in the corner, and it slipped away and a ball fell in beside it, huh?
He has a tough shot here, but if he makes the first shot, he's got to play the 1 right here.
Is this the 2 ball down here?
This is the 2 ball right here. He has to come down and down like this. He may even, there you go.
That may be pretty good if it's not
Easy,
too hard.
easy. No, I think it's fine. Buddy, I think you wrote the script for that. That's a beautiful shot. Now, what's he looking ahead after the 2 ball, buddy? What's he
Well,
got there?
he is in a tough spot. The 2's laying right. He has to come straight up table. You have to hit that with a dead flat ball. This is really a hard shot. So he dipped the 9.
Yeah, the 9. You got to kiss off the 9, but is the 3 that big a problem to cut it in the corner, in the side pocket? Or?
No, he can
Or
actually
he can put it
play
in the end, can he?
Right. He
There's
can
his
play it.
wife. There's his wife. Beautiful, beautiful lady. Obviously very interested in the outcome of this. Kim wanted to make sure before the match started, she had a seat where she could see everything.
Right, her and Tony. That's Nick's wife sitting there beside her.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, that beautiful blonde is yours. I wondered who you were sitting with earlier. Wow. I should have been a pool player, I guess. That's very nice. There they are, the 2 lovely
both
ladies.
of them.
Yeah.
See, he got it really tough on this shot. He just got to draw it and see what happens.
Well, he's got the 6 at the other end.
Right.
Boy, he can't afford a mistake, can he? He's got to do everything right. What can he do with that 6? Can he cut it over in the corner?
I don't know. I would say that as far behind as he is, he needs to cut it over there unless he knows he can
Can
play
he bank
safe.
it all the way up on the other end?
Right,
Is that a good shot?
That's another option, which is not a bad shot. He thought would just play the cue ball over to the side. If he played it straight up.
And he's trying to leave him behind the 7, and he wants that 6 now to get a little further away from the hole.
Yeah, that's way too close to the hole
All
for
right,
Johnny.
now show me the shot that John's got now that...
Okay, Johnny's got a shot that he come across here to this rail and come clip this ball in the pocket and bring his cue ball around this way for position. He does have a shot.
All right, Nick, is that a makeable item? He can do it, I guess, huh?
Yeah, the key here is he's got to hit the 6 pretty thin. That's going to be the key if he can hit the 6 thin
Suppose
enough.
I suggested to you that if he hits it right, he'll make it. If he doesn't, he might miss the 6.
Well, you have a
Huh?
tendency
Sounds
to
good.
miss the whole ball here.
Yeah, I mean, that
But
could
that
be a ball
sounded
in
great.
hand, couldn't it? Huh? That could be a ball in hand.
Yes,
here.
it could.
That's how close the shot this is, right? Huh?
He hit it.
Holy Toledo. That's some kind of good pool plan.
Well, look how
Nice.
thin he hit that ball.
Yeah, you
Just
had to hit it then.
tissue paper thin. Tissue paper thin. Something on the cue ball, and he's calling Scott Smith in to take a look at it. Boy, I tell you, you get to this level of play, the best in the world, and they're here in semifinal competition. Big money tournament. Archer's been so close all year. If he can run the table now, this rack, and it seems to be a foregone conclusion, I probably could make the next two. He'll have a lead of 10-4 on his way to 11.
I believe you can make a lot more balls than you're letting on. You talk a little too knowledgeable about this
No,
game
let me
not to be
tell
able to
you.
make any balls.
No, I could have made those two. With a little help from my friends Buddy and Nick. It is 10-4, a big lead now for Archer, almost insurmountable, one would think. Will he make it to 11 with the next break? We'll find out. We'll be back with more right after this. So Archer leads 10 games to 4 in the race to 11, and he has the break. For Davenport, the defending champion.
There goes the cue ball.
Oh, and I tell you, he made a ball. I think he made the 6 down here in the corner, gentlemen, but he scratched, huh?
Yeah, that's 2 times in a row.
Oh, and how's the table set up, buddy? Is it good for, well, hey, just to be up off the stool is good for Davenport, never mind. But how is the table?
Well,
It looks
if
pretty open.
If
to
the
me.
2 ball goes in this pocket, he'll just play the 1 in, come back across to this area right here.
Look, he's got, everything is away from the rail and available to a pocket.
Oh, he hit it.
Oh. He hit the 3, didn't he? And
Yes, he
did he
did.
block himself?
He may have. He. I believe he's got a hole over there to shoot at, though.
Davenport is down 10-4 in games. He must run this rack. And more of them. That's nicely done. 5 a problem. That's ought to be able to cut it in the corner, huh?
His problem here is he has to cut the 3. The cue ball's got to go this
Oh,
way.
excuse me, the 3. I'm looking ahead of myself, yeah.
Here's the 4 right here, and he has to play position on the 5. So in order to do that, he has to be above the 4. The cue ball's going to be going this direction. He's got to figure out a way to get back to here so he can get position on the 4, on the 5.
I'm over anxious to get him back even in this game. I had him shooting the 5. He's got the 3 and the 4 yet to put away before he gets to the 5.
See, that was awful tough to do. I would duck. I would duck.
He can't make the 4 up there?
Well, but he can't do anything with the 5.
Can't he
No
bring
good.
it back across and put it back in the same pocket and pull the ball back for the 7?
The only problem, he can probably cut it in and keep his cue ball in this area right here. But if he can't address the cue ball, he's got to hit it with a natural ball. That's what I would do right there.
Play it safe, huh?
Right, play him right behind the 5.
Smart move, Nick?
Yes, it was. That was an excellent shot.
I guess I expect too much out of these guys. I thought maybe you could cut it in the corner and be up there for the 5 and bring it across, take the 7 down in the corner. And have
Right,
the
he's
8.
very capable of doing exactly what you said there, of cutting it in and coming back across. But if he gets on top of the 7, or just right
Then school's out.
backside the 7, it's over.
School's out. And he can't make a mistake. He is
Right.
trailing 10-4. Here's Archer, the man with the big lead, who had a ball that he made on the break and came up with a scratch at the same time. So what's he just trying to do? Play safe here with that?
Huh.
Oh, he almost made that 7 in the side, didn't he?
He got lucky. He
did
got
get
real
very
lucky.
didn't he?
He may be able to bank this.
Can't cut it in. No. He's looking at it, but boy, I saw him make a couple of shots in practice. Kim Davenport that I'm looking at. Unbelievable, the skill these guys have. I marvel at it. I don't know how one guy beats another except that they either A, get real hot, or the guy just does something foolish. Ooh,
That's a
sight.
good shot. That's a shot there. That's a pool shot right there.
All right, how about banking it up in the corner right where he's got that cue, taking an angle and bringing it back down? He can do that, can't he?
Well, what
Or
he's
is
going
that
to
no
try
good?
to do, I'll show you here. What he's going to try to do is hit the rail here, the rail here, come off and nip this ball in and use the 7 ball as a blocker, so he'll have a shot at the 5. It sounds complicated, but that's what he's trying to do.
Are you telling me he's going to nip that 4 ball on the side?
He's playing the 4. He's trying to make the 4 right here, and he's going to let the cue ball run into the 7 right here to stop him.
So he'll have position for the 5.
So he'll have a shot at the 5. He's going 1 rail instead of 2.
Oh, that's a ball in hand, gentlemen.
Never slid, did it?
I don't like going the 1 rail because you have no control. You're out in the middle of space.
I like the 2-railer because lots of good things can happen. You can make the ball in the side or the corner, number 1. Next thing is you can come across and snookering behind 8 and 9. You got 3 good things minimum that can
Make
happen
it
on
4
the shot.
because the bad thing is the ball in hand, and now here's Davenport with the chance to
Make
run
it-
the table now, huh?
Right, make it 4.
Yeah.
Where that 1-rail kick, you basically either make it or you lose.
Right.
Davenport has nothing to lose and everything to gain. He is down 10 games to 4. He is going to, if he runs the table here, and one would assume that he is, he'll get back to 10-5 in the race to 11.
Yeah, if Kim can run a game or two if he can run a couple games there and then have control of the match, Johnny's going to start to feel some pressure then.
Right.
Well, that's done. 10-5, 10-5. Which brings me to maybe the obvious question. Archer's got a tremendous lead. He's up by 5 games. Is there not some, as those 2 lovely ladies look, is it not some pressure on Archer now just to get that one last game? I'm sure there is. We'll talk about it in a moment. It is 10-5. Archer leads, but Davenport will have the cue, and we'll see what happens next. We'll be back. Well, Davenport's got his work cut out for him. He needs a break here.
Wow.
He's got 1 ball. Oh, and got away from possible scratch, but look where the cue ball and the 1 ball are, buddy boy. Is that?
Okay, I believe he has a combination
Can play
on
the
these
8?
2 balls. He can
Yeah.
play the 8 right in. The only problem with that is he has to maintain position on the 1. So he would have to take the cue ball across and back for position on the 1. This is really a tough spot. He doesn't have any choice. He has to shoot.
To overstate the obvious, and he really can't afford a mistake, can he?
No,
Not
'cause-
trailing 10 to 6. He can't make a bad shot and give Archer the chance to finish this match off. He's got to do everything just right. So the pressure's on him. He needed a kiss off there from the 2 and didn't get it, did he?
Right, I still think he can make the 1, though.
Yeah, I tell you what, I kind of like the position he's in here. I believe he'll make the 1 ball here. I think if he makes a 1, he wins this game.
But he could have gotten a little bit better break. Could have been just a little bit luckier with that cue ball. But
Yeah, I believe he was trying to hit the 2 with the cue ball.
I do indeed. Yeah, look.
He's right back in it right there. That's perfect.
Beautiful pool. I tell you, these guys can play. Make no mistake about it. Better take down their names and how they look in case they wander into your town and one little $10 game of 8-ball or something. These cats can play.
Best in the world.
Amen.
Wow.
Amen.
Did you see how
Yeah.
hard he hit
just
that
drilled that
ball?
big. Look, he hates that pocket. That pocket is bitten him.
He wasn't going to guide that ball in, was he?
It wasn't going to roll off, that's for sure.
He nailed that puppy
Man.
boy. Take that.
I can't believe he hit that ball that hard.
Well,
Wow.
Has he got a problem getting back for the 6 after he makes this?
Well, he's playing position
Oh,
on
wait a
the
minute. He's
4.
got the 4. Yes,
Right.
excuse me.
Oh.
Oh, beautiful. That's beautiful.
Roll
That's
it.
good.
He
That's
needs
good.
a little bit of an angle to get position.
Looks perfect to me. Would you come 2 rails or 1 rail here, buddy? What do you prefer?
I play at 1 rail. I play the ball in here, play the cue ball here, back up.
He's looking back up at the 6.
Looks like he's chose what you just said. Come right over the spot.
Yeah, that's nice. I tell you. As you said, Nick, a moment ago, this could get to be a very hairy match all of a sudden. If he makes this and then takes the 9, why, it's 10-7.
Tell you what, looks like we might be getting ready to end up with a real pool match here.
I tell you, right now is when Johnny is really feeling the heat.
been a while since he pocketed a ball.
Yes, it has.
Oh, yes, it is.
Beautifully done by Davenport. It is now 10-7, ladies and gentlemen. And the tension grows. Anticipation, the semifinal match. Archer just needs one more game, but I don't know if he's going to get off the chair. We'll be back. Davenport up off the chair, still trailing 10-7. All Archer needs is one game in the race to 11, but Davenport's got the cue in hand, about to break him. Boy, he's taking his time, too, isn't he?
He's taking dead aim on this break, isn't
Yes,
he?
he is. He's making sure he hits him square.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't want to lose that white ball.
Well, they made one.
Yeah, this
You
is
got to
a
play the
pretty...
3 in right here. The cue ball's going to come off of this ball, coming back to here. This is the 4, the ball he has to play position on. I believe all he has to do is just roll this in with a nice speed. It's a tough shot to make, but if he makes this ball, I believe he'll have a shot.
Making that ball is like making the 9 this game, buddy.
Oh, yes. Yeah, now he's got the 4 down there, the 6, the 5, the 6, all set up for him. Makes the 4 ball. Takes it back. Nice for the 5 in the corner, the side pocket, huh?
He wanted to make sure he didn't get too bad of an angle. He wants to be able to play the cue ball to this area right in here.
For the 6, and then he's got the 8 across the way on the 9. I'll tell you, do not go away. Beautifully done. You know what you've got to admire from a guy that doesn't know how to play this game or couldn't play it is these guys are mentally very tough. Now, this guy was down. He was down 9-2 neck in games. And look at how he has maintained his composure. And when given the opportunity to get back into this, mental toughness, I mean.
That's why they call this the Pro Billiard Tour.
Indeed. That's why they call this serious pool, baby.
That's right, Tom. You told him not to go in there. Don't go to the kitchen. You're liable to miss something.
That's right.
This is kind of hard ball.
Ooh, hard ball it is. And there's his beautiful wife, Aida, I believe her name is, A-I-D-A. Aida, she's gorgeous. And here we are, 10-8. Johnny Archer, you know, you got to think about Archer over there. This guy has been on television more than Jay Leno. Every time you turn on the set, he's on, and he hasn't won a major one this year, and he's been sitting on 10. And look at Kim looking over at his wife, and, you know, as if to say, well, hey, who knows? Let's just keep swinging, huh?
Yeah.
I tell you, he hit that last break pretty nice.
Yes, he did. He's taking dead aim at it. That's what he's going to do. Trying to get his feet right.
He trailed 9-2 at one time. Now he's back 10-8. The race to...
Wow. I'll tell you one thing. It's a wonder he don't break the 1.
Needed a ball.
Well, I tell you what, it looks like he's perfect on that 1 ball, and
All he's got to do is shoot it in. Stop his ball right there for the position on the 2, which is right here, and it's 9-10.
he just has to be sure he don't get behind the 6 here.
Right. You just got to pull it back.
Be sure it comes back an inch or stops dead. If it rolls forward an inch, he might have a problem.
Believe me, he's not going to let it go forward. He wants to be careful not to foul.
Yeah, he's bridging over that ball.
That's right. Scott Smith, the referee, is watching it very closely. Boy, there's always something to think about, isn't there? But he played it beautifully, Buddy, as you suggested, you and Nick. Yeah. Now he's got the 2 and the 3. He's got it all set right there in the middle of the table, hasn't he? Huh?
Everything's setting right there. All you got to do is shoot and stop.
Tell me what Johnny Archer's going through watching all this.
Misery.
Oh, God. Isn't that something?
It's called agony.
Oh, boy.
Those are 2 pretty good words for it.
Oh, boy, that is terrible. To sit there and watch that, have a lead of 9-2, and I don't know that, you know, he really made any mistakes that led Davenport back into this. Just a combination of things.
Right. It was 9-2, then 10-4.
Yeah, 10-5. And Davenport has come marching back. He's back 10-8 now, and he's very close to making it 10-9. Yeah? But I tell you, I marvel at the way they can handle that cue ball in that position and how they're 2 or 3 shots ahead of themselves. Look at that, just beautiful.
That's really good pool right there.
Yes, it is. And look, he's got that 7 ball set dead and the 9 ball back down here. Boy, what a comeback this has been. This is something, gentlemen. Well, I tell you, it is 10-9 now. The crowd responds with a roar. What a comeback Davenport has made. He was down 10-4. 9. Archer continues to lead by 1, but he had a lead of 10-4, 9-2 prior to that. Here's Davenport on a roll. He has fought his way back into this semifinal match. The defending champion with the break. If he makes a ball, we may be deadlocked at 10.
Don't be surprised. He could run out the set from here now, buddy.
Yes, he could.
Well, he's breaking it.
Yeah.
He sure could. Oh, my God.
Look at that one.
Gonna get the 8?
Man,
No.
he's talking about the slug.
Oh,
Wow.
Man,
Wow.
Archer is up off the stool.
Boy,
Kim is not happy with that one.
I don't blame him.
Well, Archer needs a game to win it. Has he got anything here, buddy?
Nothing. I don't think that.
Can't get that 1 ball in the corner?
Right, I don't believe that ball will pass. About the only thing I see is a safety.
And how would you do that?
I personally would probably bring it around this way and bring the cue ball right to the end rail.
God, you know, I feel for Johnny Archer. He's been sitting over there, Nick, for it seems like an hour and a half waiting to get back up out of that chair, and now he gets up and there's nothing to do.
Okay, he's rolling out.
Well, he's really played a great match, too.
Yes, he has. Now, we're back to the push-out, are we, gentlemen?
Right.
And now, to repeat again for those that may have tuned in just a bit late, Davenport is trailing 10-9. Davenport with the cue can tell Archer, go ahead and play this yourself, or he can play it.
He was looking to see if the 1 passed the 8. I don't believe it does.
If he could get him down here behind this 5 and 6, if he could go to the end rail and come over to this left rail and then dip behind that 5-6, that'd be a good safety.
I believe he's looking at that shot right there.
I think he is, too. I think he's trying to squeeze it right past that 8 ball in the corner.
I would shoot at this.
And, oh, no, bringing it across.
That's the way to
Gonna
play
play
it.
it a little safe, huh?
That's the way to play it.
Boy, he better find that ball in the middle. And he did.
That's beautiful. Beautifully done. I tell you, Davenport's the defending champion, and we may be repeating ourselves, but he told us he was not going to go easily. And he was down 9-2, 10-4. And the young guy in the very good-looking golf shirt, I tried to find that in my size. He said they didn't have him in my size, or he'd given it to me. At any rate, he's sitting on the 10-9.
Johnny's going to play the 7 here. He's going to come right down here, hit this rail, the back of the 1, trying to cut the 7 over here in this corner.
Well, if you think I'm going to think that it can't be done, if he'd hit it a bit harder, he'd have made it. He might have made it had it been a little harder.
He's going to try to cut the 1 down here in the corner. He'll try to cut the 1 in here and bring the cue ball back out like this. That's an awfully hard shot. In fact, the cue ball may even run into the 2-9.
Oh, yes, there they are, the 2 and the 9.
Yeah, he touched the 9.
Yes, he did.
He played safe there, didn't he?
I think
Yeah.
so.
I think he tried to make it, Nick. I think you're right, and he ended up playing safe. I think he got the best of both all
Right,
possible
and
worlds, didn't
exactly
he?
the best of both, where he had a safety and an offensive shot going for him at the same. If he makes it, he's out. If he misses it, it's safe.
That's right. And
Here's an
that ball was
interesting
always
shot. Do you play this to cross over and play safe on the 1, or do you play to make the 1 here, buddy?
I play under the 1 here. He hit the 9.
Oh, boy.
I actually play underneath the 1 and try to go back to the end rail.
Davenport has ball in hand.
Archer has given him ball in hand now.
No, it could actually be 10-10.
Yeah. Oh, but you can put that cue ball anywhere, can't you? Huh? When you have
Yes,
it in hand. I mean,
anywhere. Yeah, he gets to put it any place on the table, and that's what he's looking at right here to see what's the best position to put the cue ball to play position from the 1 to the 2 ball. The 2 ball's up there close to the spot of the 9.
What a tough break for Archer. It's beautifully played.
I think he has an angle where he can just come right across the top of the 9.
If he can go between the 4 and 9 here, he shouldn't have any trouble with this rack.
He just don't want to get careless and foul something with his clothing or something.
No.
He's got to be a little careful.
Now he's got it straight down. He'll stop the ball, take the 5, and come off the rail, have the 6 right there, and then he's got to get it back up to the 7, doesn't he?
Believe me, it's pure agony for Johnny right now.
Oh, I can imagine. Got to be that close. He was ahead 9-2, 10-4, 10-5. And if Davenport continues his run here, it's going to be 10-10 in the race to 11.
It's to the point right now where there is actually more pressure on Johnny than it is Kim.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Davenport is the guy with everything to win, nothing to lose. He's just rolling along. That's an oversimplification, of course.
Ooh, he jumped like he missed it. What's he doing?
Well, I think
He
he wanted
dipped
that.
down a little bit there, didn't he, with the knees?
I think he little body English.
Yeah, he just go one.
So
real-
much for being that casual. Here's Davenport. He's got to bring it back up for the 7 out the other end. That's no problem for him, huh? No?
I don't see any problem at all.
Now, getting back for the 8 is no problem either?
Should be no problem at all.
I tell you, we're going to go to 10-10, boys.
Looks like it.
Who'd have thought
Looks
it?
like it.
Kind of hard to predict this from 9-2, huh?
Oh, boy.
Got to be careful with this shot right here. That side pocket gets big.
This will make it 10-10. Wow. Wow. Well, the look on Johnny Archer's face may have told it all. This match is dead even at 10-10. Davenport, the defending champion, on a roll. He has erased a 9-2 deficit, and he'll be with cue in hand for the break. And all he's hoping for is a ball to go in, and across the way, Archer is hoping if the ball that does go in, it's the cue ball. Here we go. And Davenport has been as serious as a heart attack in these breaks. Boy.
He has a shot. Wow. Boy, they're laying there. How would you like to
my.
play
Did you
these?
see the look on Johnny's face?
Yeah.
He just turned
He's
his
looking
head
up.
straight up in the air and
That's
looked
it.
at the ceiling.
As
He
if to
just
say,
knows.
why me again? Are you kidding? 1 ball is a lot, the 2 ball, 3 ball, 4.
Oh, this is great here. Here's the 2. Here's the 1 right. All he has to do is hit the rail here, come out to this area right here for the 2. He has to make sure that he can come back across table for the 3. He has to be conscious of that. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Boy, it might be too far.
Well,
I tell you what, he's got to be careful now because he's got to be sure he gets that angle now on the 3, buddy.
Right.
And the speed comes into play.
Right.
he hadn't better foul that ball that he's leaning over either.
He's got the angle.
Yeah. Not too much. It's not a big-time shot. Cut it in the corner down there.
He has a problem. He does have a problem.
Well, Archer'd like to hear about it. Tell him, because Archer looked as though the guy just told him his house fell in and the insurance lapsed.
Wow.
Oh, was that a corner wobbler?
Oh.
That's
See, he has a problem with the 7 ball.
He
Looks
might
like he's
just
going to play
Here's the
position.
7. He doesn't want to play position for this combination. He wants to land right in here. He has to have an angle on the 6 to get to here.
See, Nick feels like I do. He's going to play a combination, put the 7 and the 9 in together, and then this. Oh, Nick doesn't feel that way. Okay.
No, because he was pointing toward what Buddy's talking about. He looked like he wants an angle on the 6 to play position on the 9.
I don't like hitting this ball with inside English. I wouldn't have played it that way. I wouldn't have backed up on it.
Tell you what, he's going to have to play the 9 now.
He's going to play a combination. That's what he's getting set up for if he makes that 6 ball.
He must have been going to draw down one rail for the 7, but he got a little too close to the rail, Buddy.
He's got a tough shot here. He's going to try to play a combination. That's what beat him before. That's the shot that determines it. Boy, it's a long way off.
Lots of green, and then there's a lot of green between the 7 and the 9, and it doesn't seem to be that tough when you look at it from that angle. Is it tough? Is it?
Especially from
impossible.
sitting in this chair.
It looks to me like he's landed perfect.
This is it.
If
This
he
is
can
it.
hit it right there
This is for the match.
for all the marbles.
That's right. Men, money, marbles, and chalk. What a comeback this would be for Davenport. He made it.
Oh, man.
He wins 11-10. Johnny Archer's got to be crestfallen. What a comeback for Kim Davenport. Unbelievable. Down 9-2, and the defending champion comes back to win it 11-10.
Said he wasn't going away easy.
And indeed he hasn't. He'll move on to the finals now as you watch the shot again, the one that wins it for him. And what an exciting match, and we're going to talk with both of them. And, buddy, you and Nick and I'll go down and we'll have a comment from each of the two players. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. But I tell you, it might have been as good a match as we've seen on the Pro Billiards Tour. Kim Davenport wins it 11-10 over Johnny Archer. And I don't know what your chances were or what you thought they were. You were down 9-2 at one time. Do you know that?
Yes, I was. I was just hoping to get back to the table. Playing a player like Johnny, being down 9-2 and 10-4, I believe it was. I was just very fortunate to put some racks together and follow up, and he missed the bank there to win the match. It wasn't an easy bank, but he missed it and then let me back in the game, and fortunately I won. I ran some racks to do it, though.
You know, that pocket right down there bit you twice, and it bit you once down there, Johnny. That was a terrible corner pocket for you today. And we can only imagine what you were thinking about over there. You up by 10-4, 10-5, 10-6, and kind of helpless, really, huh?
Yeah, I really didn't have much I can do. I came to the table and had a couple kick shots after that, but after I missed a bank, I didn't get another shot.
And what a shame, you know, this young man lost the first match of the whole week in this match you just saw. And we've had him on television several times, and always a bridesmaid and never a bride. I hope you don't think we're a jinx for you, because you're a magnificent player, and we sympathize with you, and what a great match you gave us. I'm sorry you didn't win it. And I congratulate you, Kim, and I tell you, I don't know what kind of mental toughness it takes to sit there and be down 9-2 and come back and win it, but my friend, you've got it.
Well, I tell you what, I was just hoping to get another shot, like I said earlier, and it came. And, you know, being defending champion, there's a lot of pressure on me early. I missed some shots that I normally wouldn't have missed, and I came through with it, you know, so that really helped me out. And I'd like to...
Now, this replay, the 7-9, huh? Yeah.
Okay, well,
Was it that tough a
shot there,
shot?
I wanted to come off the rail a little forward and go down 2 rails and play the 7 in the other corner and play the 9 with my cue ball, but my cue was on the rail. I couldn't do that, so I elected to play the combination.
You could probably hear all of us experts up there talking throughout the match. We were kind of flipping a coin as to whether you'd go for the combination. I think I said he would, and you did.